Welcome. Good to see you. Glad to have you here. Yes, I love you for showing up. Yeah, of course, I just love you anyway because you're in this human life. You're a sentient being and I can't help it. And so, guess what? A lot of that's not really happening for a lot of people. A lot of people think, oh, yeah, let's do hatred. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do more. Let's do more of that. Then we'll get what we need. Then everything will work out. I think we've been in a plateau around that for a while. So I want to introduce a different practice today, just a little bit of an introduction along with rain of ways to remove aversion, okay? Just a little bit different. And so I'm broadcasting from Minnesota, and you can learn a little bit about me. I'll put some stuff in there. You can find out more about me. Check me out. You never know. There could be something useful out there. There's some stuff for you, okay? And so there are, according to the Buddha, who I love, and I just feel so grateful for the teachings of the Buddha. It meant everything to me. And so there are 5 ways to remove a resentment or a hatred. Yeah. Did you know that? No, you didn't know. No. Just strain, just push on yourself, right? Just shame yourself, right? No, that's not the way it works. To remove a resentment, okay, I'll give you my notes that I just made. The first one is feelings of goodwill. Can you do feelings of goodwill for that person or that group? If you can do that, then you're right there. You're removing that aversion, that resentment right away, because that's the number one antidote. Feelings of goodwill. May this person come into the causes and conditions for which kindness is born. May this person come into a place where kindness and goodness and compassion is understood within them. These are feelings of goodwill. May they come into this. May they understand. May the streams come together for them with kindness and goodwill. Okay, but guess what? The Buddha said, it may not work for everybody. So there's 4 other options, okay? So that one doesn't work. Set it aside. The next one is, because it's not working, compassion for yourself. Just be honest. Can't do that one. Don't have to shame yourself. Just start right in on compassion for yourself. I can't do goodwill. So then just tune into the compassion for yourself. Okay, so then you're like, no, I'm just still really agitated. I'm still really angry. I've still got a lot of aversion going on. I don't really feel the compassion for myself. I'm not softening. It's not working. Then you go to neutral. So he would advise just stability. Can you just do stability? Just go to neutral. So that means not hostile and not warm either. Just neutral. Just try to imagine that they're just like the cashier at the gas station. You don't know them. They don't know you. You're just neutral. Okay? And so then that's like not positive or negative. Okay, so then what if you're like, no, I can't do that either. It's not working. All right, he has another option. Set them aside in your mind. Set them aside in your mind. Do something else. Do something wholesome. Really place your attention somewhere else. Because that hatred is only contributing to the negativity. It's only making things worse for yourself and the whole world. So you have to set it aside. You have to determine to set it aside. You can write it down and notice that this is an irritant, date it, and bow to it. This is your learning. This is your class. See? This is your class. You bow to it. You go, this is my teacher right now. And let it teach you. Okay, so guess what? What if that's not working? He has one final idea, which is that all beings are the owners of their karma, their actions. So trust the universe. Let go of your grandiosity. Maybe the streams will come together in such a way. Trust the universe for yourself and for all beings. Go back to the basic sense of understanding that we're all in this together and that things eventually, what goes around comes around. And so that's the way it is. So I'm just going to suggest this with rain as we move through rain, to just check in just very gently with where you are, honestly, in your practice, and see what works for you. Because with rain, you might actually just want to practice with neutral. Yeah. You might want to just let in some light just from the window and just relax and see where you are. Each one of you could be in a different place. Some of you might be practicing compassion for yourself. Some of you might be radiating metta. So we're all different. We're all in different places, which is why I like to work with people individually, because everyone is so different and comes in a different place in their practice and in their process. Okay, so find a comfortable posture. And if you're in a lot of aversion, give yourself a little extra time to find that comfortable posture. Because you might be distracting yourself and not really noticing certain things, like maybe your pants are tight around your knees or something like that. So just recognize something right now that you'd like to work with. Something, an issue, something difficult, but perhaps not too difficult. So just working with something, like maybe something came to mind when I was speaking before. Just establish ourselves with something that we're going to work with. And you can just mentally note or whisper what you're working with. Could be fear, could be shame, could be anger, could be just working with uncertainty, whatever it is. And some of us haven't practiced patience a whole lot. And so that's why we work with allowing. Just giving it space. Wow, what a gift. Just give it some space, allow it to be there. Get to know it and get to know yourself. Notice that where there's tension in your body. And how are you breathing right now? Are you breathing in short? Breathing in long. Just see if you can breathe in a way that feels really nourishing for you. As you're getting to know this particular recognition of difficulty. You can actually offer breath energy to this tension as a gift. You can offer your breath energy toward any tension or difficulty. Just bringing in a sense of warmth to unfreeze this contracted part. Wrapping this part with safety and support. And just seeing if you can feel the breath all the way in and all the way out. Letting both the mind and the body work together. So you're riding on the breath. And we're just learning to receive from our wisdom and allow our curiosity to operate with kindness, with feelings of goodwill, or with deeper compassion, or with simple equanimity and openness. Some of us may feel like we need to open the heart, but the heart has its own way and its own timing. And this is what the Buddha was referring to when he gave these 5 different methods. He said the heart has its own timing. Let's give it some space. So just breathing in a way that feels natural to you. And turning towards some inquiry. And what is your mode or your attitude toward this difficulty? And if this difficulty feels really threatening or difficult, then you can just set it beside you or put it further away across the room and look at it from a distance. You have some choices and options for working with this difficulty. It may be helpful to just simply notice that just as your lap is holding your hands, we are holding one another right here and now. As we each tuning in to our own practice and feeling our breath. Allowing in just the right level of openness that feels right now. Letting awareness shine in. This is the art of inner peace. Knowing that whatever this difficulty is something that happened that you learned. You can breathe in and through any tensions kindness and love, allowing there to be a healing space. And you can even ask, what does life want me to know about this? What am I here to learn from this particular difficulty? And if any shame comes up, take a step back and realize that there is actually some moral and wholesome shame. And there is some wholesome shame in knowing that your hatred isn't helping. And that there is the option of love, kindness, neutrality, and equanimity are also options. I often think of honesty as a form of beauty. And so we can walk in beauty. And this is a path of peace. Learning means meeting our ignorance, our not knowing, and growing new skills in neutrality, in compassion, and in kindness. See if you can touch into this space now to appreciate your conscious choices and your willingness to see. Nurturing yourself and holding and soothing yourself with love and kindness. Not needing to rush in towards something difficult and not needing to push it away, but just having a stable approach can help you to face the world. As you're soothing and honoring your process, nurturing yourself, see if you can't reflect for a moment on some kindness for yourself, some gratitude, and thank yourself for taking part in this process. Just like an innocent child or a puppy learning to face an open world, so are we. Taking your breath down through your legs and into the earth below you. See if you can't feel a good breath coming all the way up through your body, giving your whole system a sense of light shining out your heart, back and front, inviting in a sense of light and love, care for yourself, however you are in your process. And so through the goodness that arises from our practice and through our act of sharing, may violence and delusion be eroded. May we radiate whatever good feelings we can for ourselves and for those we're meeting with here and now, so that by doing so, we can come to know the blessings of this human life.